Good evening, I'm Gabby Smith with 7th Nebula Studio News. 2 weeks ago, we started our broadcast with what we thought was a feel-good story. Is now today's breaking news. The dentist who donated boxes and truckloads worth of treats to multiple orphanages is now under investigation. The dentist orphanage scandal is when a local new dentist donated nearly 30 pounds of treats per child. What orphanage staff thought were toys and trinkets with some candy was the exact opposite. A bag filled with nearly 30 pounds of candy, including gummies, chocolates, cookies, gum, and other sweets, were all expired. Authorities have found all the wrappers to have the earliest expiration date of June 50th, 2023. Police confirm no arrests are possible because it was a donation to the orphanage itself and not directly given to the children. Dentist office experienced a massive increase in patients 2 days after the donation. For more details, we take you to live lead correspondent Naya Doubt again.
We're live.
Thank you and good evening. I'm here near the dentist's office where the candy and other sweets were sent from. A large number of people, mainly from the surrounding orphanages, including staff and children, have been seen coming in and out of the practice, donating such large quantities of 3-year-old expired sweets per child, have given multiple cavities to the children and staff, averaging 3 cavities per mouth in a matter of days. Authorities have reviewed the case and confirmed that since the candy was voluntarily donated and voluntarily accepted, no one can be arrested. The dentist practice is now flooded with new patients with a significant increase in appointments reported. The next estimated appointment is 2 months away with no emergency walk-ins welcomed. How is this practice doing anyway? He went from taking the subway to work to now driving a $275,000 sports car. Coming to you live for 7th Nebula Studios News, I'm Nia Doubt. Back to you in Studio B for weather. For weather? For weather?
Come meet Sirloin, Mrs. Loin, and Mini Loin this weekend. It's family fun for everyone at our farm in Westchester.
Welcome back. This week's weather actually pretty okay. But destruction has reigned across the city. Experts who are basically earth doctors have confirmed that New York City experienced a catastrophic 0.3 earthquake on the Richter scale. Oh my God! Reports are floating in from Manhattan and the Bronx describing absolute devastation inside several homes. Items have reportedly shifted. Objects have tipped over. Decorations have fallen. One family reportedly lost complete control of a shelf containing bobbleheads. I can't even imagine. Early damage reports also suggest several toys were knocked over, stuffed animals displaced, and at least one fancy candle moved slightly to the left. This city may never emotionally recover. I should call my grandmother. No, the story comes first. I'm now being told multiple people may have briefly lost balance, and several parked cars remain completely parked where they were before the earthquake. Dear God! At this point, I can no longer continue safely. So, we now send you live to my henchman, Sally, or what's her name? Bertha, who is currently on location inside of one of the homes affected by this tragedy.
Why did you pass it to me? And that's not my name. Also, I'm not on location. I'm on lunch. Earlier today, however, I did interview one of the victims affected by this earthquake's devastating destruction. According to the victim, a pencil located on a small table fell directly onto the floor, causing the tip to break completely off. Heartbreaking. He also informed me that several collectible cars rolled onto each other during the quake, creating what he described as a 50-car pileup. Apparently it looked pretty funny. The victim then showed me multiple action figures that had fallen over during the earthquake. Not all of them though. One was intentionally posed by him because he thought it looked cool. He said he was very proud of that one. We later attempted to interview one of the victim's wife, who appeared emotionally exhausted. She told us, quote, "It started as a small collection above the computer table. Then it got larger and louder. I think he talks to those toys more than he talks to me." End quote. We are still unsure of the condition of the children after several stuffed animals reportedly fell over inside their bedroom. I'll now send things over to traffic before they interrupt my lunch again.
Major traffic developments. All major New York City highways, including the Brooklyn and Queens sections of I-287, the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, the Gowanus Expressway, the Van Wyck Expressway, the Major Deegan Expressway, the Cross Bronx Expressway, the Long Island Expressway, and the Belt Parkway are completed and have no construction. You heard that correctly. All major and minor projects are complete, leading to all major highways being wide open for travel. No cone, no lane closures, no mysterious work ahead signs, and no work present. Early reports estimate dramatic improvements of approximately 1.5 hours, depending on your travel route. At times, that's normally bumper-to-bumper rush hour traffic is moving smoothly. I don't know how this happened. Traveling from southern Brooklyn to Manhattan on a highway is just 15 minutes. Traveling from the southern tip of Staten Island to the Bronx is at an all-time low of 40 minutes. Long Island to Midtown is a 35-minute commute, and that's including a stop for coffee. Multiple reports are coming in that drivers are arriving into work before they even finish their coffee. Other reports are saying that drivers are coming so early, they're considering going back home. These traffic patterns are unusual and unheard of. Social media is exploding. Social influencer Grumpy New Year 68423 had this to say: "Holy crap, this is amazing. It's a traffic miracle. I'm not grumpy today. It's like I'm driving on sunshine. Whoa, smiling face." Now, to put this in perspective, less than 24 hours ago, traveling from one exit to the next sometimes took between 10 to 15 minutes on the BQE or the Gowanus at 2 in the morning. At this moment, New Yorkers are experiencing something no one would have ever thought: peaceful driving. Have a good night. I'm insert your name here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Insert Your Name here with sports. Tonight, we are proud to announce some amazing news. The EWGP, the Elderly Walking Grand Prix, is returning by popular demand. While it's only a Central Florida broadcast, a woman by the name of Floridian Betty down in the Villages, where the EWGP takes place, she will be televising it on her... What? OnlyFans. The legendary Tommy Two-Step Wilkins is coming out of retirement from the EWGP. He retired after winning the Golden Walker Championship in 2023 at 89 years old. He's now 92 and says he's coming back for one last season to face the only two other walkers that defeated him. We all know Wilkins as a former mailman who walked nearly 20 miles a day. That two-step nickname came from his triple jointed knees and, of course, his 7 Golden Walker Championships in 10 years. Then there's Tony the Stallion Lombardi, Brooklyn's favorite son with his amazing Lombardi lean. He started off slow, but his late career comeback championship run in only one of 2 to defeat Wilkins. The other to defeat Wilkins, once known as Mama, she's the 3-time Golden Cane champion in the Septuagenarian League, the double titanium hip queen of the EWGP, my motherfucking queen, Metal Mabel. Whew. These three dominated the Everlasting League. They completely dominated the league, each victory coming within fractions of a step. Their fans lined up and packed malls, sidewalks, and the specialty tracks to capture a glimpse of the three legends. The 4 years all three of them raced were what us fans called the Three Walker War. Now, we all know Wilkins retired after the 2023 season because he didn't want to join the Ancient League for the 2024 season. You know, the league that allows canes, walkers, oxygen tanks, and diapers. What we didn't know was that Wilkins was researching something no fan cared to look up. A racer didn't have to move up if they didn't use the assistance. No walker, no cane, no O2, and no diapers. Therefore, Wilkins is back in the Everlasting League with Lombardi and Mabel for one final season, one final rivalry. Wilkins is coming back as he sent the EWGP a handwritten letter. Geographically, the EWGP office is further than the mailbox. It took 3 weeks instead of just a 20-minute walk. What's at stake? Well, everything. Lombardi is still competing and Mabel is still queen. The three legends back on the same track. Wilkins to show everyone he still has it, and all three with something to prove. That they're the best 80-year-old and above walker in the Central Florida area. I don't know about you, but I'll be subscribing to Floridian Betty's page to watch all the races. There's more sports to report on? Nope, I'm gone. I need to find Betty's page. All right, I'm insert name here with this week's sports. Back to you in Studio A.
Tonight's top story. A group of senior citizens ages 65 to 77 has formed a coalition called the Association of Stopping Subtitles, or ASS. The group is growing in numbers across 3 nursing homes in Lower Manhattan. All 17 active members say that there is simply too much content with subtitles. And they trace the issue back to Japanese cartoons in the 1990s, complaining that Dragon Ball Z is, quote, too loud with the yelling, too confusing with their hair dye, and too difficult to follow. And now their focus has shifted to Korean soap operas, dramas, and love stories, which they say are getting completely out of hand. And the rise of K-pop was reportedly the final straw that led them to organize and fight back. The president of ASS was quoted saying, "They're yelling to charge something, and then yelling like Kika Meza Meza," or whatever the hell that means. Another member added, quote, "There's like 800 episodes and he isn't dead yet?" And, quote, "How the hell does his hair change color after screaming for 20 minutes? While younger viewers have criticized ASS on social media, they've also voiced support for multicultural storytelling. The debate continues, though, as ASS members have been unable to respond since none of them maintain social media accounts. The group appears to be growing at a rate of 1 new member per month, and since its founding, 300 members have joined, while 288 members have passed away. Maybe one day, these boomers will come around to anime and Korean dramas. This has been this week's episode, and I'm Melissa, here for 7th Nebula Studios. Have a good night.